Assistantships are like part-time jobs for graduate students on campus. And as the name suggests, they involve assisting a professor with some of their work. So this is a great way to make some extra money while you're studying, as you know, this money can go into your housing, your food expenses, and so on. But the only catch is that these jobs are highly competitive because there's like hundreds of grad students and only like a couple of assistantship positions available. There are mainly two types of assistantships. There's a teaching assistantship and there's a research assistantship. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys what these assistantships are and how you can get them. So let's get started with the teaching assistantship. The teaching assistantship, or like the TA-ship, is like a role where you assist the professor in teaching. That means you might be present in a class to answer questions, you might grade some homework, you might conduct lab sessions, you might conduct extra study sessions, and so on, right? So there's maybe 2 or 4 TAs, per one course. So if a department offers, say, 25 courses in one semester, that's like 100, it's like 50 to 100 slots available, right? So 50 to 100 slots available for like the hundreds of graduate students that might be there. There might be 300 to 400 graduate students. So then you can see that, these assistantships are extremely competitive. So how you apply for these jobs is simply through the department, right? In most cases, the department will be the one that handles the TA-ship. So you apply for the TA-ship, and usually there's like a requirement that you'll have to have taken that course or like a similar course in your undergraduate or graduate study in order to be a TA for that course. The first thing that you guys need to know is that your GRE scores and your past, undergraduate GPA and stuff, it doesn't really matter when it comes to picking TAs, right? TAs are usually picked on their performance in that particular course. So if you take a course, say Intro to Robotics, and you do say really well in that course, and you speak with the professor, you have like a good relationship with the professor and stuff, and then when the TA-ship role opens for that course, you can apply for that role, and the professor will already know you, they'll already know that you're a great student, and then they might even accept you. Right? So the way to stand out from the other applicants is to do extremely well in a particular course and have a good relationship with the professor, and then that's going to maximize your chances that they pick you to be the TA for that course. So a research assistantship, or like an RA-ship, is essentially where you're like a research assistant at a lab, right? So you'd be conducting, research-based activities like, say, literature review, or you might be designing a program to test out an algorithm, or you might be carrying out simulations or lab tests and so on. So the thing is, each department might have, say, 10 labs or so, and in each lab there might be around 2 to 3 RA-ship positions available. So that's like a total of 20 to 30 RA-ship positions, total in the department. Again, compared to the hundreds of grad students applying, it's a very competitive role to get, right? And the bonus of this role is that, when you are working as an RA, you will have your name attached to some publications, right? Because if a professor is working on something with a PhD student and they're using you, for help to carry out the simulations and design programs and all of that, then when they publish a paper, they'll put your name in the paper as well. This is highly beneficial if you're applying for a PhD program later, after your master's, or if you're applying to, join like an R&D lab. If you have your name on more publications, it means that you did more research work, so it helps you build your profile when you're applying to those jobs. In order to apply for these jobs, most of the time you will have to apply again through the department. The professor might, submit a listing to the department, and the department would be accepting applicants for that role. Or you might have to apply, directly with the professor. It varies across universities. But nonetheless, they're looking for students, who have research experience and specifically, interest in that field and skills they can contribute towards that RA-ship role. In order to stand out as an applicant, it's really important that you have a good relationship with that professor. So let's say that professor, teaches a class. If you were to take that class, score really well in it and have a good relationship with the professor, and then later, when the RA-ship position opens, you can be like, hey, I want to be an RA at your lab. So if they already know, the kind of person you are, if they see you as the kind of person that they want to work with, if they see that, you have the relevant skills they're looking for, then they're more likely to hire you. So that's how you stand out in order to get an RA-ship position. The final tip I have for you guys is to apply early and apply strong, right? Because these positions are so competitive, you kind of want to make sure that you are, that early bird gets the worm kind of person. Right? And on top of that, you want to make sure that you have good relationships with these professors, because in a lot of these cases, the professors are going to be the ones making those final decisions. So if you take their class, have a good relationship with them, then maybe you might have a higher chance of TAing or RAing with them. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if this helped you in any way, and subscribe to see more graduate program related content. I'll see you later. Bye.